So,
Plastic caught fire.
so maybe it...
So the flame is way too high, right? There's no question that this... Yeah. What?
I don't think so.
No, we're
I
not
don't think so right now.
No.
No.
But then it really drops below 300, right?
It almost seems like we'd have to use smaller trays and keep it away from the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one really looks like melted cheese.
I know. Right? And it, then it looks like we have to throw more bottle caps on because it's...
Seems to have solved the fire problem. Doesn't seem to be catching back there.
And the thing is, as long as I think we can keep it down below 325, 350, even if it goes down and comes up, I mean, the plastic is melting, getting nuts. I mean, it can, I think, withstand a bunch of cycles. So it's really about having the right distribution there. Because normally it would take, like I say, a half an hour to 45 minutes. I guess what I like about the electric oven is I was able to preheat it as a thermostat and then set it and then walk away. And I didn't have to keep riding it like this.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I really liked, it was very alluring to have the biogas to be able to hook it up and do that. For the immediate needs, it probably would have been easier to get the electric one and more consistent with the heating. But
it's really hard to find a big oven, big electric oven though.
Yeah.
I mean, people have range ovens that have big electric things. They cost like $1,000.
Evan actually had said something, and I forgot to look it up. Pre-use, like do restaurants, or I mean, I would assume if they're getting rid of it, it's because it's broken. But what if they're just getting new things?
Yeah, that's true. People are tossing
like
stuff
secondhand used ovens. With enough time and it really kind of like liquefying, will that, because I mean the other board was completely flat. You think that's going to flatten out all the way?
Yeah.
Just
Gravity
takes time.
You're not using your mask.
I don't smell much yet. I smelled one whiff.
It's melting is all. But now we're well below 300.
Let me see it. That would be an interesting thing to see on there.
I think bottom heating is the way to go, because then it...
Yeah, then even if we put a flame under here, that probably is the way to go. What?
I think Nye ate it. I saw him...
Good. I know he likes it, but what is it? Sometimes the squirrels eat some food from that.
I saw him munching on it.
Okay.
Also, they're making a long tree and leaving it open. We're introducing variables of differential heating and cooling that may not be entirely favorable. Nonetheless. Huh?
What? I put my leftover pieces with knives and covered it.
Oh, good, because the cat is
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the weakness of this is it's back heated. I didn't really consider that. Because it's really, the way that this is designed, I'm realizing to be used is you superheat it and then you shove the pizza in, you turn it around once and you take it out. Whereas for plastic,
It needs to sit, right?
it needs to sit. Maybe the thing we should do is superheat it, turn it off, shove it in and close it.
Oh. But we can't close that in. We can't shove that
No.
in all the way.
Because this gauge is not telling us what the back is.
Yeah, because it was burning when the gauge said we were good.
Yep.
But it's close to the flame.
It is melting. How can it help but melt? Right? When I start seeing smoke in the back, that tells me that it's too hot. Right?
Yep.
That means it's carbonizing.
And can you tell, is it the paper or is it the plastic?
It's the plastic.
I wonder how it'll be getting the parchment paper off, if it's going to be burned into it.
Which is not terrible.
I mean, for where it's going for something like this, it doesn't really
Right.
need to be
It doesn't matter.
pretty, but...
But yeah, this is going to be to make a sheet this big is a process of constant work. Because now it's well down at 250.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It looked like the flame was higher.
The back is burning.
Oh, okay.
But because I'm leaving it open. Was there any sense in putting a thing that fit inside? Maybe. Could have done that, I guess. That's what I got this sheet for here.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would fit in and then the door would close. And then you'd make two pieces, which we might have to do anyway. But I wanted to try this first anyway. And then do we have anything that can be used to tamp this down? Like, I want something to press the plastic down.
If there's anything, like a kitchen utensil, something like this that you can sacrifice.
Well, a board.
Oh, like to stay on there?
Yeah. To really flatten it.
This, by the way, this is still on, but it's just...
Okay. Like this. because you can imagine if this could be, uh-oh, yeah, tricky as hell.
Oh, at least it's doing
Yeah,
something.
but it sticks to it. Yeah. I mean, the principle obviously works. You heat it, it melts. It's just, is this the right design for it? And that's smoking. That's the paper.
Trying to think of what building material is small. Like it doesn't need to be this big. And what about shingles?
Yeah.
Or shingles. I mean, like they use those. But if it was,
Right, you make it.
Would this be useful? I mean,
Yeah, then we can see if we can use a mold that's a little smaller that fits in the oven, and then try that technique rather than keep dancing this around in circles. But like I said, my experience was that it's always a half an hour to 45 minutes, regardless. And we're not leaving it in there.
Yeah, that's just leaving it with the door closed and letting it melt and sink into place.
We need to anticipate then when we want to press on it, something's going to stick to it. There's no way it won't stick, whatever it's put on there, even metal.
Does it stick to the parchment paper when it's melted?
Oh yeah. So I don't want to cover it in parchment paper. A nice big board would be ideal. Sorry, that cough is just because I eat dairy. If I eat cheese, I start coughing.
Oh yeah, because cheese makes more of the mucus.
Yep. And there's the case for me.
I really don't smell it. I mean, it probably helps that we're out in the open, but I see the smoke, and that's when I know I could smell it. And I could.
Right.
That is the melting plastic.
This living house that we're going to is because the tray's too long.
Yeah.
And even if it wasn't, we'd have to keep pulling it out because the back is hotter than the front. This is not a pizza. This is not a 2-minute cheese melt. But it is working here. Look at that.
You could move me in the wagon and that. I could ride on my seahorse. It's my rocking seahorse.
Yeah, good question.
I mean, the right temperature and gravity will do it, but it's hard to keep it right at that temperature.
And it can
Where
go
is it?
like this. Okay, let me show you how I play with it. I play with it like this.
And we've lost a lot of the papers, so it may
You
stick to the
try
metal.
playing.
I'm not unsolicited.
When it's dry, have you tried taking it out of metal once it's dry?
Eventually, when it's cold enough, it works.
How long roughly did they take to cool down?
15, 20 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. Looks like it's going to use up all of our plastic bottle cups.
It is kind of like, what does that? Mushrooms, onions, they shrink.
Yep. Things like this are actually good. Things like that.
Actually, that's one way to make it.
Flat?
Yeah, if you have things like that and you laid them out kind of in rows.
Right.
Maybe if they're flat, did like 2 rows of them.
Yep.
You could control it a little bit more just by the placement of the plastic if you can.
I don't know how long we've been sitting here.
I heard
But-
that monster.
Hi, buddy. But you see why I wanted to use gas instead of
Scared me
rather
with.
trying to do this with wood?
Evan scared me.
Killing it?
Evan scared me with an electric ghost.
Excuse me, what? An electric ghost? I think I heard it. What's an electric ghost?
He's got a spooky ghost on his feet.
Oh, okay. I'm overthinking it.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Another thing is that the pizza stone is helping us because it's retaining